today, and today I'm joined by Coach G No Mercy, Gert Strydom.
Thanks for being here.
So I think for those that don't know, obviously you come from a boxing background. Tell us a bit how that journey started for you in boxing.
That journey in boxing started close to 45 years ago, when I was only 5 years old. I grew up in Brixton, across the road from a boxing club. My dad took us there when I was 5 years old. I had my first fight when I was 6 years old, and I'm still in the game. Never
stopped fighting?
Never stopped, and I'm still here.
And then when did the switch happen for you from being a fighter to a coach?
I knew I was going to be a coach when I was still a youngster of 9, 10 years old. That's what I wanted to do my whole life, and I'm living my dream. I'm doing what I always wanted to do. I'm a coach today, and hopefully I'm a successful one.
And I think for obviously the guys know you in the MMA circles, but from a boxing background, give us some of the achievements you've had as a boxing coach so far.
In boxing, I've trained numerous world champions, in fact 18 in all. I've worked with many champions in the past when I was still under Manny Fernandez. I trained with Manny for 14 years as his assistant, and at the BRD gym, we had the strongest gym in Africa at one stage. We had 7, 8 champions in our gym at one time, and we were unbeaten in like 46 fights at one stage, and we had a winning rate of 97, 98% for 9, 10 years going, and yeah, we did something right. And yeah, over the years I've trained many world champions like Takalani and Ndlovu. He was just one of the guys that came to mind. Malcolm Clausen won two IBF world titles with me. Boys like Isaac Slachwaya, Oscar Chauke, Simon Ramoni, just to name a few, Cassius Baloy, Philip Ndu, they all trained under me at one stage or other in their careers. And yeah, that's where I come from a boxing background.
And then also you've done quite a few overseas trips in that time. What was your highlights from a boxing point of view?
One of the overseas highlights abroad was, I think, when Takalani and Ndlovu had to go and defend his IBF world title in a small town in Colima, Mexico City. The promoter sent me alone there with the fighter to defend. That's how sure they were that we're going to lose the fighter, that he actually sent me there alone with the fighter. The fight took place, there was 46,000 Mexicans in attendance that night in the fight, and that was against Giovanni Caro, a redhead Mexican, another one, and the boy could fight. He put Takalani on his ass first round. We went down, came back in the second round, and we started winning rounds. By the 8th round, Giovanni Caro had bones sticking out his nose, but they wouldn't stop the fight, and we went on to win it on points, and we came back with the belt. That, I think, was one of the highlights of my career abroad.
And then obviously the switch from, obviously you're still doing boxing as well, but you've now also started coaching MMA fighters. Where did that switch happen for you?
Jason, few people know that that switch actually happened many years ago when MMA just started here in South Africa. I see myself as one of the pioneers of MMA in South Africa. We staged the very first MMA events back in the day, before the days of the cage, when we weren't allowed to do events in a cage. We did it in a boxing ring. We did combined events, me and Manny Fernandez, boxing and MMA events, talking 10, 12 years ago. So that's where I come from with MMA. And then obviously, since I joined Vickers here at Tap Out 2.5 years ago, I also developed a better understanding of the ground game. And I come from a fighting background. Fighting comes natural to me. What other boys need to learn for hours on end in the gym, I just need to look at it and I can do it. That's how natural fighting comes to me. So that wasn't really a transition. To me, it all came natural. And me and Vickers, we've got a good understanding. We know how to mix it up. The fitness conditioning side, I'm in charge there. Vickers is in charge of all the ground. and I do the stand-up. I've got specialized guys that come in that help us with kicks and the Muay Thai stuff. And yeah, I think with the team that I've got here, we mix it up well, and we contenders at the moment. We're doing well. All the boys are shaping up in their fights, and I think we're doing something right here at Tapata.
And I think also from an MMA perspective, give us some of the highlights from a coaching point of view there. Obviously, Wade won a gold medal earlier this year, but what other achievements have there been?
Wade overperformed. If you look at where he only started doing mixed martial arts 2 years ago. In fact, he's not supposed to be in a cage yet, and he beat the number 3 in the world in the last championships. And we're looking forward to his pro debut coming up now at EFC 65. And I think he's a kid to watch in the future. He's definitely got a future in the game. He's awesome. His stand-up's good. He's got a good all-round game. He's terrific on the ground. And he's just getting better by the day. And I really think he's going to stir things up in that weight division. That was a bit quiet in the last couple of months. Yeah, Wade is the kid to watch in the future. I think he's the new kid on the block.
And any other fighters out of the gym to keep an eye out for?
Yeah, I've got the welterweight Gunter Kalunda. He's been cleaning up since he turned pro. In fact, I've got boys signed to the EFC in every weight division now. Our tugboat, Kevin Kukamu, he's going to make an impact in the heavyweight division. I can't see anybody stopping him there. He's going to clean up. I can say confidently he's the next EFC heavyweight champ.
Perfect. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thanks, sir.